Hope you guys had a good session. You have an idea about how to go about it, and applying for resume and all, LinkedIn is a good area. Before you start applying, try to connect with more and more people who are working in those companies and try to get resumes floated across through them. It works even better as compared to the job search websites and all these places. Also, when you're applying through a job consultant, the consultants are more keen on working for experienced people rather than freshers. So it's going to be more difficult when you're applying through freshers. There are a lot of walk-in interviews. Do not even if you're not interested in a job, make sure you go for an interview, get the experience, have the practice. Because I see a lot of people, GD and all, you've never had a practice, not participated in college level in a GD and all, and suddenly for the first time you're participating in a GD which is going to decide your salary is going to be 10 lakh or 15 lakh or 20 lakh or something. Obviously you're going to be nervous and all. So try to have mock GD sessions, try to have practice and all. Try to go through a lot of topics, like, think about 20 topics yourself, what is going on in the economy right now. Because whatever is a contemporary topic right now might not be contemporary 6 months later. So try to see what are the topics right now and what you need to be prepared with. Be prepared with your technical skills and all. Do not take interviews lightly. Be very thoroughly prepared. If I'm going to an XYZ company, make sure you know the CEO's name, the CFO's name, the history of the company, the mission, vision and value statement. 100% you need to know about that company, the mission, vision, value statement and all. Go to the company's website. Take that extra effort. You need to do that. In case I'm reaching the interview designation, the interview venue, and suppose I know that the person who's going to interview me, I'll immediately Google the guy up. I'll check his LinkedIn profile. After the interview, I'll send him a LinkedIn request. For some people it might sound a little unethical, but I don't mind. I'll actually do that. If you think that it's unethical, please do that after 10 days. Do that after 10 days, right? Because once the interview process is over. But it's important to connect with people. Maybe later on he has an opportunity and he's willing to connect with you on that. So there could be a lot of things. So think about it. Be very well prepared. Like the example, mission, vision, value statement and all I told you. It's very important that you're going through. If he asks you, what do you think is the value of our company? What do you think is the mission of our company? So what do you do in that case? So these things, small things are going to be going to matter a lot. When you're applying through people, please do not call up people again and again. Say for example, I'm applying through a relative, a distant relative, a cousin, a friend or someone. I'm not going to be pinging him, bhai bheja, did you send my resume? Don't do that. It's very irritating. If the person told you to get back on the 10th of whatever month, it's always a good idea to ping someone on text or WhatsApp or mail. I've sent some friend to forward the resume. After 5 days, 7 days, 8 days or whatever, reply. Hi, I'm sorry to bother you, but I was just following up. Sorry, getting a little anxious. Say for example, if it's an informal one. If it's your uncle or someone on a very formal basis, if you know someone. Hi, comma, next line, or dear sir, comma, or maybe a hi is okay in the second conversation round. And I'm sorry to bother, but just wanted to follow up on my profile. And don't make a new mail. Reply jo pehle wala, the first mail that you sent, because then the person has to again search for the new mail the previous mail that you had sent. Always reply on the mail trail. And generally people are going to be sending a resume to the other person by marking you CC on it. So say for example, if I have to send your profile to another friend of mine or a colleague of mine or something, I'll generally forward your profile by marking you CC, so that the conversation is between the three people and then the two can have the conversation carried forward. So that also tells you that whether the person has actually forwarded your resume or not. Most people don't follow all these rules and etiquettes and all, but generally it's a good idea when you're forwarding someone else's resume, you CC the other person also. So think about these things, and when you're applying also, so try to connect with people on LinkedIn, put in, make a statement, make a text and start messaging them. Don't spam people, don't follow them on Facebook and all, but LinkedIn, if you're just trying to connect and trying to put in a message, if you put in a message, that's it. Don't put in a message every day. Don't do that. Most of the job portals might not be working out a lot in your favor, especially for freshers. And consultants generally don't do a good job with freshers. They do a good job with the experienced ones. So apply through friends. Try to find out who's working where, whose cousin is where, whose uncle is where, and try to apply through people. And don't irritate the crap out of people. Don't do that. And when you're messaging people, say for example, someone calls you for an interview. So suppose I've called you to meet me after 3 days. Now it's very much possible that on Friday I'm forgetting about that, okay, I called you on Tuesday. So on Friday it is your responsibility, hi, comma, or a dear sir, comma, next to next line. We were scheduled to meet today for 2 p.m. Looking forward to it. Thanks and regards, or thank you, regards, Aswini Bajaj. That is my SMS what I send, or a WhatsApp that I send, not a mail. If there is someone that I need to have a corporate, I need to have a formal kind of communication, that is how I text. That is exactly how I text. SMS, not email. Dear sir, and you can definitely take the first name of the person. Wo bhaiya didi culture is only in India, and sir wala culture is only in India. Although some people don't appreciate because they want to sound a little bossy and seem a little bossy. So on the first go I would not say, but generally you are supposed to be addressing people by the first name basis. So if you're replying, let's say, dear Naresh, so you just put in dear Naresh, it's fine. Or in the beginning stages I would recommend dear sir slash ma'am. And when you're coordinating, when you're meeting someone, make sure, because if he's forgotten, you'll go and come back and waste your time. And please please be punctual. That's again, spelling mistake on resume, being punctual is very important, all these things. And please take 15 to 20 minutes time. You cannot give an excuse that, I was late because of parking or because I could not find a parking spot. You need to know whether you're going to be finding a parking spot in the area that you're going for an interview. Right? So think about those things. Advisable not to take your own car. Advisable. The reason why I'm saying is because anything happens, if it's some other car, you can always take another Ola, Uber, something, and you can always go. But if you are taking your car, then it's a problem if you're on the self-drive. So advisable, but generally even I take my car only in most of the places, but advisable, just something if you could. And especially if there's a parking problem, definitely think about it. There's a lot of places where there's a parking problem. I've had a personal experience where in a half an hour interaction I was scheduled to have with someone and 15 minutes were gone, so I got only 15 minutes with the person. People are professional that way. If I'm supposed to be meeting at 4 o'clock with someone, I'm not going to be meeting that person at 4:15. If you're late, you're late. Sorry. Because you end up wasting the other person's 15 minutes. Your time might not be important, the other person's is. Always respect the other person's time. It's very important. It's very important to respect the other person's time. So when you're messaging, so try to give a reminder in case you're meeting someone with respect to a job or something. If the whole company's job is, like if there is every 20 people are going for a job interview, then you don't need to message. But say for example, a colleague or relative or someone has arranged a meeting specifically for you. So in that case, giving a formal message is a good idea. Right? I believe it covers more or less everything. I know we could not have a mock PI or a mock GD session in this short duration, but I believe that these things should help. Alright, we'll keep it here. Thank you so much.